Boom, and we're live. Welcome to the Larry King Show. So, you'll never believe what happened. I saw that the battery was getting low. I bibby-deeped in there, found the cord, and got back, and as soon as I plugged it in, it went. So, that's what happened. And you'll never believe what happened in the interim. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be talking momentarily with Charles TellAll. He will be sitting right here on the phone. An opportunity for you all to hear his story. He said that he's not worried about anything. I can ask him whatever. And so I'll be going on into all that. I'm going to leave the comments up in case y'all have good questions. This isn't going to become a trolling contest. So, in other words, if you're trolling, you're just trolling on the screen. That's fine as far as the chat's concerned. If y'all want to have your fun with it, have your fun with it. If it gets out of hand, those things magically disappear. I don't know what it is. But, this is the man, the myth, the legend we're about to hear from here. This allegedly could be one of the king trolls. Allegedly. I believe he will be here to tell the story. Alright, hold on. Let me put this up.
Oh, goodness. Okay, well, I hear you on that.
All
and I'm going to pass the phone over to Eddie. It was nice chatting with you for a few moments. And
professional shit right here, y'all. This is how they do it, like on the big shows.
I'm sorry?
This is the patch in. We're patching you in.
Oh, yeah, it'll be just fine. And I'll talk to you sometime in the future, all right?
You may talk to her right afterwards, too.
And maybe right after. We never know.
All
right, Trent. Here you go, bud.
All right, honey. Thank you, baby.
All right, this way, Dimps.
All right, what's up, man?
Come on, yes.
Do I get a song or not, goddammit?
Oh, you want a song off the gate?
Well, I figured you'd already have one.
I could be very well working on one for you. You don't ever know. Yeah, he's got to go. I could have one in the works, and there might even be some. I could have features, I believe.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I don't know. I think there might be a few other people who might want to be featured on that song.
Yeah,
So,
possibly.
Yeah. But anyway, man, I wanted to give you a chance to come on and chit chat, and let's start out light. I need to get to know you a little bit better, and that way we got some references. So, like, what part? You don't got to tell the state if you don't want to, but like, what region of the country are you from?
Yeah, I'll do a couple. If I get a couple questions too, that'd be cool.
Yeah, like, where are you from, man?
Oh, like.
You don't got to give the town or nothing, you know what I mean? Just like, so I got a regional.
Like where I live now?
Yeah, like where you grow up, like where you from, what's your background?
I've lived in over 7 states.
Okay. So you're not really.
So it's like, where do I begin?
Right. You an Army brat or something?
But not in the, like, FEMA contractor.
What is that?
It's like my family, like, worked with FEMA.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
with, like, the later part.
All right. How old are you?
I'm 57, but...
You're 57 years old?
I thought I looked pretty good for 57, people tell me.
Dude.
I feel like...
Are you really 57 years old?
I told you, man.
Oh my God. You really do. I mean, my hat's off to you, man. I'm 44. I'm 44. People can't believe I'm not 90. That's nuts. All right, you got that. You won that award. You definitely got the what oil do you have?
Oh, I think it's a high mileage cash flow GPS, man. That's all he's got, dude. I can't buy none of this Bible shit. It's too expensive.
So when did you start following the slabs? When did you get into the slabs?
Oh, probably like when I broke up with my daughter's mom. Like realistically, it's kind of like tragedy porn, kind of.
Right.
You know. Because, I mean, if you look at the video of, like, Cornelius when she's, like, with caveman and he's but they're like under the solar panels full of weeds. It's like my life could be a lot worse right now.
Right.
You know, and that's like back when it was like a whole lot more real. You know, and it is real for a lot of people.
Did you ever think about moving out there? Were you considering
No.
it, or what it would be like?
No, I've been there probably 4 times.
Right.
I've been in the area a lot more, but.
So, what do you do for a living? I mean, you don't have to, anything you don't want to actually say, you don't have to say, but I mean, like, what allows you the freedoms and the finances?
I've been doing insurance for 7 years.
Okay.
So
you can get around if you want to. You can travel if you like.
Yeah, I'm unemployed right now. I'm looking for work.
Oh, really? Well, I didn't know that, man, because it seemed like, you know, we always, it's just it's how it comes across on the videos. You assume somebody's doing okay or whatever financially. I know people have assumed that.
I mean, it's because, I mean, you look at it like it's, you know, in Arizona, they pay $250 a week max. The max here is like $597. I get like $542. So it's not horrible.
That's unemployment?
Yeah.
Wow.
$250 in Arizona, $250 max.
So how'd you lose your job? Was it
I made sure I was fired.
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah. I gotta just kind of quit going.
Yeah, that'll get you fired
I
sometimes.
had some family shit come up, so. But it's better to get fired if you quit. You don't. It's harder to get unemployment, of course.
How many kids do you have? Just a daughter?
Yeah.
Just a daughter. How old is she?
5.
5?
Yeah.
So you're 57 with a 5-year-old daughter?
Yeah, maybe I'm not 57. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that's in my material.
All right. Well, now listen. You know how I'm gonna be, so you can do that. That's cool. But I'm gonna keep sniffing, man. I'm like McGruff. I'm 28. I'm sniffing around trying to put things together. Somebody on here thought you were 11.
11. I've heard 9. 11.
So do you really have a daughter?
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Why would one make that up, dude?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to learn your motives now. I'm trying to figure it all out right now as we speak.
Do you have kids? I know you have kids.
I have kids. I have kids in your state, and I don't even know what state you're in.
Colorado?
I got them in Colorado. I got them in Texacolo. I got them in Florence or Navia. I got them in Macadamia. Yeah. I got them all up and everywhere.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I drop them, man. I drop those children where they need to be. Hey, somebody's got to do it, right?
No, he's Johnny Appleseed.
Yeah, man.
You got the
yeah, we got to keep those generations going. Now, so all right. I'm trying to learn your, you know, sort of your mind and how it works.
I have a friend that's Amish that has 12 kids.
Right. Honestly, yeah. No, I honestly have 4. But, like, you know, they're 20. Most of them are older.
Like Joanne. I always give Joanne hell. I tell her she has 11 dogs. That's one place I'm completely blocked right now, but it's over at Joanne's.
Yeah.
Not allowed there, period. Apparently.
I'm going to ask you some point blank questions right now. Like, you can fight, like rapid fire.
Well, we can't do too rapid here.
Were you bullied as a kid?
For a short period, yeah.
Was it intense? Did you feel like killing yourself? Were you like scared? Did it give you a social anxiety, PTSD? You know, was it that bad for you?
Was it repeat that?
You know, the bullying, was it bad enough that you were thinking about taking drastic measures to stop it?
Oh, no. Well, I mean, that's a broad question there. Drastic measures.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how bad the bullying was as to what you might have done about it.
Well, I'll tell you the worst story. It involved a female, actually.
All right, hang on. We got a motorcycle driving by. Hang on.
She's the biggest bitch of them all. If you want to hear about her.
Yeah, I want to hear this. Go ahead.
Well, there's 2 of them. You gotta give me time for 2 of these bitches. The first one, like, I don't know, I was like 15. Had an 88 Dodge pickup, so it was sketch already. And like, this is back in the MySpace. Did you ever have a MySpace?
For like a day and a half.
I get to ask questions too. I mean,
Yeah, you can ask. No, I had a MySpace for like a day, literally, dude. I meant to try to get a Facebook, and I didn't even know what that was either. It was 2008 or 9, and I went on MySpace and did all that, and then my girlfriend at the time was like, "No, it's
exactly
Facebook."
when it was.
Yeah, so I just
I was in high school in like 08, 07, and so MySpace, like there would be like Friday night football game, like I played football, so there'd always be like chicks that would hang out later. Or they'd get rides or have cars or whatever. And I met this one chick once, and she only came to our town like once. And so we started talking like on MySpace or whatever. And like we're gonna meet up. This is like small town Kansas. Have you seen that show on Netflix where they talk about like the football being like hardcore? Somebody's listening to seen
Yeah,
this.
no, I know what you're talking about.
In Independence, Kansas.
Right. I know. A, I know what you're talking about. B, we have that same experience here.
Yeah, it's up there, and then like, so I go meet that chick. This is the first one. The second one's worse. I go and meet this chick so I got a sidekick. She's got one that's like, we're like 15. And her chick, she's really cool. I feel like a cool person still. She has like 6 kids now that I know of.
Damn it.
And fucking, I go meet her in this town, and it's like the fair of this town, and I mean, there's good 300 people live there. But like the surrounding country, it's all farms, so everybody gathers or whatever. They have like a cakewalk and a musical chairs and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And a band, if they can get one together. And so we meet up. And the sidekick of mine, he's not the best one I've had. I'm just going to start with that. And so, like, I'm wearing my, like, favorite shirt, my Orange County Chopper shirt here. Like, looking like I look like a badass. And then she, like, totally ditches out on me. And then on MySpace, I get home, I get a MySpace message, and she's like, it's over. She's like, I can't date a dude that has kids bigger than mine.
Oh my God, man.
That was like the first.
Well, you must have been an offensive lineman.
What?
Were you an offensive lineman?
And defensive, both.
Yeah. You just basically stayed in the middle of the field and just like flip sides. Well, hey, man, that was actually a pretty goddamn good joke, honestly. You know.
Well, the second one's better if you want to hear it. It's a little shorter,
the second
too.
one. See, I thought that was a story, so this was.
What?
I thought it was just a story. Yeah, I got all caught up in it.
No, this is real.
This is real. Okay. I didn't. You might have some impressive breasts. I have not noticed.
Okay.
I focused on mine all the time. Go ahead though. You there?
But anyway.
All right. Yeah. You're on. You go ahead. What's the second
It's a
story?
little windy. But yeah, so the second chick's the same deal. MySpace. You know, I've seen her at a football game a couple times, and like you don't get to see like a lot of them. Some of them ride the bus and they're out of there before like we're done like with the the post game whatever. And so I started talking to her, go pick her up. We're gonna go to the movies, and that's still an '88 Dodge. That was a piece of shit truck, but it got there. And so she decides she's gonna bring her friends. And I want to say, I could be wrong on the movie, but I think it was Alien versus Predator 4. And I know they got a new one coming out. And the whole time we're with her friend, she's texting me while we're, like, eating dinner before the movie. It's awkward. And then I get ditched, like, at the movie, like, 30 minutes in, she's like, yeah, me and my friend, we're going to go get cookie dough bites.
Damn, man.
So, like, yeah, and then, like, after, like, an extra 45 minutes, I'm like, this is the worst movie I've ever seen, and, like, it's the worst night ever, so, yeah.
Yeah, man, that's a terrible story, too, yeah, so they just left you there, and that's it?
Oh, they just bailed. They got a ride and got the hell out. This was pre-Uber, though.
Yeah. God, dude.
But I
So,
was
do you
like,
think there's any of
dude,
that?
I have a permit.
Let me ask you
So-
something. Let me ask you something. Totally off, like way out of left field, real quick. How many? Just numbers. You don't got to name out the names. How many names do you have on YouTube?
Okay, that's something I wanted to address with your fucking ass.
Okay.
Do you know who Big Mac Falls is? Have you seen any of his fucking work?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. Well, he mentioned in there that when you start getting banned, which there were 3 of my accounts that were banned, like flat out. They take 3 at a time because they used to allow 3 phone numbers and 1 with an associated email that you couldn't go live on. But now they've changed it. It's only 2. So I have 6, and then I have the one that I just made that's like already under question. And they took out Chet. Chet's gone. So that one pissed me off. That was my British affiliate.
All right. So, what do you think is the reason you're getting kicked out of places and banned?
I don't know. I think people don't appreciate my comedy.
Do you think it's comedy and it doesn't mean, you don't mean harm, and that you're just being misunderstood?
Mhm.
Now, have you quote unquote I don't know, not the definition of swatted, but have you called on people to get people, not just me or any, I'm not talking about me specifically, but anyone?
Never. I've tried to help. Tried to help a lady find her fucking cat. I tried to help a lady at a dollar store, help a guy find some fucking dog food. And I didn't even listen to you because I was pissed off because you like took all of my viewers as soon as you came on. Like when all the slap shitty shit was going on. I just started going live, so I just hated your guts.
Right, you hated me, because, what do
why.
I have to do with it, right?
No, and then I started seeing people like I think are a little bit sketch talking shit on you. Like Joanne, I was in New Mexico waiting on the Amtrak train. And I remember sitting there listening to her whole damn rant until I went live, and I got like 1 viewer. It was like Michelle Lee, by the way. Shout out.
Hey, Michelle, he's shouting you out. She's watching.
Anyway, yeah, she was fucking going off on your ass, and I didn't think that was very cool, because I don't personally...
Well, I mean, I was a little, raw myself when I came out. I was abrasive. Let's say that. And it was due to a lot of factors, and I get that, but I've made up with Joanne. We've talked and got that out of the way. That's all out of the way.
I can't get nothing worked out with her, man. She hasn't unblocked me for a month and a half.
Let's get at that. Don't you think it's because of, instead of like going, hey, I'm sorry, let's work this out, you go to your next name and you come back with the same hardcore trolling? Don't you feel like that's what it is? I mean,
what do you mean? Find specifics. What's hardcore?
You're doing that.
Versus normal.
You're doing the same thing over and over again, but you're expecting us to have a different reaction this time.
Hold on a second. I gotta get my fan on. It's hot as fucking.
Yeah, man, get comfy.
Hold on a second.
Lord knows I am. Lord knows.
So you think I trolled Joanne too hard? You don't think it's funny with the dog?
I just think if it's, I kind of go as the creator asks, you know what I mean? Like, if you're good enough to watch, then you're good enough to run your own show. Now, if you bring something to it that's awesome, the creator is going to highlight it and bring it to life. But if you bring in what is going to be, just adversarial, they're going to find a way to eliminate it altogether so that they don't even have to think, he might be a good guy on the inside.
Well, I have people coming after me listening to my real name when I never asked for it, like Jerry Daig, for instance.
Right. What is your real name?
It's Trenton Fox.
Trenton J. Fox?
Yeah.
All right. And all fairness, I'm Edward Thomas Harkinson Jr. Just so everybody knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that out. That's some content for you.
Well, there ain't nothing in there for me. So, like, people, honestly, I hope to God, they, like, corrupt hours of their life looking. So, I got pulled over once with marijuana in South Dakota, and they gave me a ticket. It's like, I could smell it. I smoked a joint in there the night before. That's where I fricked up. I had a pipe in the back with just one bowl, and I was going to hit that in Omaha, and then I'd be close to home. And he's like, I can smell it in the truck. He's like, I can either bring out my dog, take you to jail, or you can just give it to me. I'm like, man, I've got a pipe hidden back there somewhere.
All right, listen, Trent. Let's get at this. So, do you hate women? Let me ask you this. All right, you're not with your daughter's mother anymore, right?
No.
And are you with another woman in the interim? Have you dated? Have you been out on dates?
Right now, I'm single adult right now.
Single in every way. And are you gay in any way? Are you mixed up? You know what I'm saying? Not mixed up, but like heterosexual, homosexual, metrosexual.
I'm not mixed up.
Bisexual.
Not confused.
I said mixed up, and I meant bisexual. My bad. That was poor grammar on my part.
I ain't that, and I'm definitely not confused. I mean, I'm very clear as to.
So you like women?
What I prefer. Yes.
Okay, but you're not going out of your way to try to hurt women specifically with your trolling.
But it's 2018, almost 19. People got to realize you got to treat people, equally. I mean, Caitlyn Jenner, someone goes and slaps her. Is it going to be different if it's a man or a woman hitting Caitlyn? I mean, how confusing and deep does this shit get?
No, but it does seem like you're reaching in to try to hurt women specifically about things that would hurt them specifically very bad. And it's only women. Like, you're telling me you didn't even call the police on me. You didn't call the restaurant, so you haven't really, outside of just normal trolling.
I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know about the restaurant because there was one person on Facebook sending me links to videos, and I was only interested in my own content. If you realize, during that time, I was pumping out 5 videos a day. I was doing my own shit. I wasn't watching no one, dude. I also watched, 3 different podcast comedies that are an hour long, and I ain't got, tons of time. It takes me 3 hours a day sometimes to edit when I'm putting out that much.
How many people can you watch at one time on a stream?
At the most, I could watch, theoretically, 12.
And interact each individually?
A headphone splitter and a good remote, you can control it pretty well.
Outside of what we got in this little circle of people, who do you communicate with? Are you living with your dad?
No, I live by I'm in a room, bro.
But
I'm moving out.
Do you hang out with your father a lot? Am I right about that?
Quite a bit, yeah.
Okay. Do you have other friends that you hang out with?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got a normal outside of this normal existence, right?
Yeah.
And
I date. I use 2 different apps, and it's different for people that are. I don't know. You said you're 37.
I didn't say I was 37. Last time I said I was 37 was 7 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm 44, and I think I'm lying. I'm not 100% sure that I was told the truth about how old I was growing up.
Yeah, I always wanted the same thing, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I know. I look 78.
And I think that it's so easy in Missouri and Kansas to get that shit rewritten.
I'm in a rush to go get my birth certificate pushed out a little bit further.
Yeah.
So you're saying no problems with women. I'm not. You and your mom had a good relationship. Have a good relationship. Am I?
Yeah.
Am I okay? So no abuse as a child.
No, none. It was tough on my sister, moving and stuff. But I usually had a small group of friends, 3 or 4. She was, like social, like typical female.
So what do you
No.
think is behind? You just like to kind of nudge people, and you feel like they're just misunderstanding you. I mean, I know I'm repeating myself, but you're saying none of what you've done, everything's been innocent.
I didn't say anything like that, but what I was going to say to that is that a lot of it, you know, and I'm not saying all of it is encapsuladness, but a lot of it is just to create entertainment, you know, to laugh. You know, laughter is one of the best things on the planet. I know a lot of people laugh at what I say. A lot of people, it just makes like their blood boil. So it's a niche group, you know, out there.
Oh, I love me some laughter, man. You know what I do when there's laughter in the room? I laugh. And I love to laugh, and I do the thing, but I think sometimes people think maybe you're just the only one laughing at this particular thing. You know what I mean? Like,
They don't get it.
You feel like you're misreading the temperature of the room.
No one else throws an LOL because it's not a comedy room, it's fucking YouTube.
Right.
And it's like, certain channels are comedy, you know, Tommy's got his mission he's working at, you know.
You think Tommy's a good comedy channel?
We'll do what?
You think that Shepherd's Treehouse is a good comedy channel?
I think it's damn good comedy, and I think that he also adds scripture, which is his main mission. And as a secondary add-in, if he threw in, you know, some comedy in there, it's only going to help him, in my opinion.
And how did you become a wrench on Tommy's channel?
I didn't even, I don't know. There was conjecture. He's like, the next wrench I'm going to add is going to throw a lot of, you know, people off. And the next day I go in there, I go to type and it's blue. So that's the honest truth, you know.
How did that make you feel, become a wrench?
It felt pretty good, but I don't know. Dillman said he had me on wrench, so I don't.
Well, you did. You had like an allergic reaction to me today.
I can't wrench at Ninja, you know.
Yeah, you had like an allergic reaction to me today. It seemed like.
Oh well, I just was upset because you never listened to me. And I saw you subscribed to my channel like 3 days ago, and I screenshotted that mother.
I did not subscribe. Which one?
I don't know, but you subscribed to one of them. I've got it screenshotted and the link to your channel.
Oh boy! If I did, I'm gonna beat the shit out of my thumb. No, I'm kidding you.
I'm telling you what, you need to listen to this right now. There's another Charles out there that has that teal color. That's why I added my own picture. And I added a New York picture, and they're both in very high detail, high resolution. So someone with a trained eye, you know, that can zoom in on pictures can make sure that my channels are, even if some of them only have 3 videos on, if I'm trying to drive views to 3 videos, they still know that those are my videos because they've probably seen them before. You know,
right.
You haven't commented on any of my shit.
Would you?
Yours, I told you the same exact thing I told Dylan. I said you look like a washed up trucker. And that's just my first. Yeah. That's just my first walk in the door.
Did you think that was some top of the line comedy?
What?
Did you think? Because I would think that a washed up trucker would take offense to that. Because you know what I mean? Like he would be like, "Motherfucker, don't put that dude in my position." I certainly haven't earned that.
And then I got really drunk and made Dillman a mod because I was making a bunch of mods because someone was coming through and they had 10 accounts up in there.
Hey, would you consider honestly killing off all your other accounts and going as one person? And be that person and be accountable all the time as that person and stay that person.
I demand 4, and I'll tell you exactly why.
Okay, let's hear it.
Gas Station Sue, I'm going to defend her number 1. Because most people hate her guts.
Right.
Every once in a while she's loud, and sometimes she makes people laugh more than any of the others. And Ninja's cool with her. You know, she's loud over there at Slab City News, which is getting hundreds of views. Fucking, she's probably should never be allowed at Shepherd. Lost Dog, I haven't even worked out the beef there. I don't know what's going on.
All right, pause that.
Okay.
Did you get Lost Dog's channel knocked off the air?
I told you the same thing that I left. I think I left on a comment on one of his videos. I said, if I knew how to get a channel knocked off the air, I would do the same thing to this one, and I would have already done it.
Good job, buddy.
He blocked me with all of my accounts for no reason.
Who did?
Because he's in there with that Pittsburgh Ashley
Oh yeah, I got you.
and the mother hose in there that ate me for no reason.
If I could get Lost Dog to come on here, do you think you could talk it out with him?
I don't know, because half of them, if they got a problem with me, they can just block my name and they don't see nothing I say.
Well, what I'm trying to do is, like, let's say, don't you feel like you have redeemable value for this?
We haven't even discussed any of my demands.
You have, well, what are you holding hostage, man?
What do I have?
I'm offering you a place amongst us all instead of a place anti.
You have a wrench in there that can take out 6 accounts, 6 of the main ones that I have on my phone.
I mean, I'm grateful.
And
I'm grateful for that wrench. That's a gift from God.
Within a minute and a half, bro.
Yeah, that's a gift from God, man. I'm blessed. Hey, dude, I have the oil. But what I'm saying is, would you be willing? Why do you have to have 4? Tell us your demands. I want to hear your demands of 4. That you have to have 4 accounts. Go ahead.
What do you think about my explanation on Sid?
Well, first of all, I want to ask you: have you ever been diagnosed with multiple personality disorder?
No, and I have seen more shrinks than women you have fucked.
I actually thought you might, and that's probably true, man. Because usually I make love. So, so you don't have multiple personality disorder as far as a diagnosis, but you did call gas station Sue.
And I used to have a big problem with it.
You did call gas station Sue. She and her. You gave her pronouns. I just wanted to point that out. So, yeah. But okay, so I got that. Now go to the next one.
No, we're referring to it because of the profile. It's just like any actor. Let's look at Portlandia. Have you ever seen Portlandia?
No.
Ed Armisen, he plays a woman, a man. Half the time it could be one or the other. You don't watch that kind of stuff?
I watch this crazy Slab City shit.
Do you watch football?
Yeah, I do watch football.
Do you watch any other sports, for the love of God?
I watch UFC, I watch football, a little boxing.
UFC, I'll respect the UFC and the boxing, but I don't like football. College football was cool when I was in college, but Sue is a must, and I'm not taking her down.
Where'd you go to college?
She's phone verified.
Where'd you go to college?
A lot of places.
All right. Well, I mean, I went to Duke for a party.
Well, I went to Oklahoma because I was into football in high school, and I went to the football camp.
And I drove right past Carolina. All right, so you got gas station Sue, so that's one of your demands, and then what's the other 3 that you have to have?
We gotta have Turtle.
You gotta have Turtle. Turtle operator.
Turtle operator, and I think you know why on that one.
You are absolutely wrong. You're giving me too much credit.
Okay, well, that is my conspiracy channel that I'm re-editing a conspiracy video that I released tonight on live, and then it's going to be posted re-edited tonight.
Okay.
And it's my conspiracy channel, so I don't want that on my personal channel or my main channel, period. And she just talks shit.
See, there you go again. There, you keep calling her she. But go ahead. All right, what's the next one?
Well, she identifies as a female.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Myself.
I got it. Gas station.
I'm not binary. Like, I loaded up on the freaking.
I would have identified her as a gas station, but I'm all fucked up like that. So, who are the other 2?
Let's just hold up for a sec. Because we're not on the same page. You're like reading the the freaking end of Revelation, and I'm over here in like Acts in the Bible. We're that far apart.
Yeah. All right. Can we do it with football analogies? Because I'm better.
I got the gender-neutral deodorant from the hospital because I like the way it didn't smell like fucking this Axe and all this other, you know.
There's gender neutral. There's gender neutral deodorant in the hospital.
Yeah, that's like, you know.
Okay. Jesus.
That's legitimately what I was, you know, happy about.
All right, I got you. That's another conversation.
That's,
So, but
you know, that was.
You're right now so far. What you've said is essentially the people you want to be have their own entity, and what I'm saying is that as far as you're interacting with people, is there not, you don't have a game plan by which you come in as yourself, be responsible for yourself, be responsible for what you say, and then take the punishment if there's doled out.
Channel.
Because people look, let me just say this, man. People be like, dude, I'm gonna put you in timeout, and you're like, okay, I'll come in with my next thing. You're not going. I respect that I crossed the line there.
But you're talking. Okay, here's where we need to hold up right now.
Okay, hold up. Go ahead.
Because I only have that problem on brand new channels. I don't fucking have that problem in no other in Lost Dog. Like, to me, I don't know what happened, and that's the truth. So.
All right. So what are the other two?
You know, Trent and Charles, and you know, those are the ones that, you know, I can, you know, I feel like they're going to be normal myself, you know, not 10 minutes into the suit car. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Remember, I have this multi-personality.
Well, we explored that.
Where you went to,
you've seen.
What are you going to do for?
Are you seeing a therapist now?
Medical.
Are you seeing a therapist now?
Yes, a physical therapist, because I just had my elbow operated on. It got me on the water. It's rough.
All right.
I have the fan on. It's 55 outside, 0 humidity. It's rough out here.
All right. What's going on with you, health-wise, real quick, man? Physically.
Well, I saw the surgeon today.
With the brain surgeon?
He said, no,
right.
This elbow, dude, nothing serious. I went through the donut machine, the MRI, they scanned my brain, I got no tumors. I make them check it all. So, heart scan, they put that on me when I came in sepsis. I got on one of my lives, I left it live accidentally because I didn't think they'd do that fast. And I've got the audio of being in an ambulance. I don't know if I can play that or not.
You get the audio from you in an ambulance? How about, the video would be great. We like to see the video. All right. Anybody you want to apologize? You got anybody you want to make amends with?
I'd like to make amends with Joanne, Lost Dog, of course, and Cal. But I feel like I've tried with Cal. I mean, I'm not to the point where I'm going to do anything against her, you know, say anything negative, you know, but I feel like I've tried there. And Joanne, I've talked to Joanne, and someone asked me to total it, but I've talked to her over 6 hours on the telephone the last month. And she still, you know, she doesn't want anybody like any of my profiles around.
All right, now what I asked you if you were seeking forgiveness from anybody, and you're kind of attacking people. So what I want to know is there anybody you'd like to offer the olive branch to? Because there's 102 people on here, and I'm sure that they would respond. Well, it's 101. Oh, just went up to 110.
Well, Lost Dog's on, so he ain't there. So, okay. People after. You know, on my computer, it's in my closet.
All right. Well, it's hard to hear you right now. A little bit moving around there. I gotta say that the chat room is about 50-50, man. I'd say it's 50-50. It's 50% of the people think you're full of shit, And the other 50
Did you
people,
want to
the other
take any
50 people aren't
questions?
talking.
Did anybody have questions?
Yeah, let's. All right, hey y'all.
Like, let's not go too personal.
Any questions you want to ask, I'll weed them out. Trust me, man. I'll edit them out, and I ain't gonna.
I feel like I've been pretty clear on a lot.
You have been, and at least
shit that actually happened. You know, like I said, part of it's material, but you know,
that's the thing. I think we're all trying to find the line with you. Like, are you hurting us? Did you cost me $500 2 days before my son's birthday, or are you being blamed for shit that just happened and it's in our imagination?
Let me give you a good explanation for what happened to you. Like, not from, like, you know.
You're gonna say that I made a mistake. I got you.
From mine, because I knew nothing about it. Like I said.
Lexi Unicorn has a question for you, and it says, "Who did you swat?"
Okay, let's keep that one toasted, and I'll answer that one first.
Okay, dope.
What we were talking about is something about your job at Walmart door greeter. You got jumped or something. Someone called the cops.
No, that wasn't me. That would be somebody else.
See, that's one of my other circles. That's another problem.
Yeah, the only thing that happened to me was at the restaurant when I went in to interview my wife's attackers, and somebody called the restaurant and told them that I was there to hurt somebody.
The day that video came out, when you got ran out of there or whatever, I didn't know you were arrested, and I was like busy in my own shit. I don't even remember when that went down.
No, I have a vague idea.
Like I said, I got fired, from work. I was going through a bunch of shit personally. So.
Were you taking out your own bullshit on other people, man, because it was a safe place to do it?
No, if you're asking, but let me get to what my point is. What I was saying, the whole point is
that. Go ahead.
With Zane, the thing where they said that someone was flinging turds, right? That was the common thing for people to say.
Playing turds?
Yeah, they said he was flinging turds, and they did that like in 2 videos.
Yeah.
And then the first one happened in Fort Worth apparently, and he was offline, like no one even knew where he was at. He wasn't live. He wasn't. I don't know if he was talking to people on Facebook. I've never communicated with him there. I don't know who knew where he was at, but at that point, someone placed a phone call, and a concerned citizen apparently informed authorities that someone may be flinging feces in a parking lot, and that I guess there was a call responded to. And then there was one, that happened subsequent, and then one in Arkansas, and that was supposed. That's why I got pinned on this, because that happened the day after the dollar store. That's the thing here.
People have said you've copped to it.
Proximity of when these things happen.
So you didn't do
that.
Like
I said, the lack of knowledge. The person with the turd flinger, the person that has the pattern of doing that, had no idea of where he was located, to my knowledge.
Oh man, I don't know, dude. I'm not following that too good. But you didn't do it, is what you're saying. You didn't do all that.
No, I told you. I called the dollar store lady, and I warned her. And, like I said, when someone needs help trying to find food for the dog.
So, the dollar store lady on one of Zane's videos, you called to help her totally separate from Zane altogether.
Do what now?
You called the dollar store lady on one of Zane's videos to totally help her with something separate from Zane altogether.
Were you not watching that live?
No, I didn't see that live, no.
Oh, well, I can see what I can do with that. But you should go back and watch that one. I'll send you a link somehow. Yeah, I'll send it to the email. But what had happened was, he had went into this dollar store, and there was a phone call placed warning, the lady, and explaining, this is a dollar store that carries sundries, and no phone calls were placed to the police, to my knowledge. But when he walked out, and remember, the whole time he was in there longer than I would ever be in the store that was closing. like, to me, that's awkward. Like, if the place is closing, like, because I remember he walked in there at, like, something like 9:58 or something. They were just going to close. I assume they weren't going to be open until 11.
That's a lot of details, Trent.
And I'm just telling you, I remember a lot.
Okay.
And you know, because I edited the footage. I told you I did the needle nose footage. So that's on record.
And you definitely did call. You definitely did call the dollar store, but you were just calling to tell her how to feed her dog.
No, I wasn't telling her how to feed her dog. But what I told her is watch out for the guy in the hat. And she literally heard that as the doorbell rang when he walked in the door, and she said, "Why is that?" And then I hung up because I thought she was confused.
Oh my God, dude, that is fucking cray.
And then what?
You said watch out for the dude in the hat as he was walking in?
No, what I said was, she was on the phone, and I was trying to think of what to tell her to get to help. And then, like, I panicked. And as I said, watch out for the dude in the hat, the bell rang and he walked in. And she said, "Why is that?" And then I hung up because I figured I said the wrong thing with my opener, I guess.
Oh, yeah, man. You definitely, like,
and
that.
I fucked up that opening big time. And then when I called her back, I said, you know, I didn't mean to, you know, alert you, you know, just be careful or whatever. I don't know specifically. But I was worried about him that because he had just lost Mac. He, you know, like as you know, Mac is dead. He had left Mac tied to a pole, and I was concerned about his, like, fucking mind. And, like, he was not acting normal. Like I said, you weren't in the live stream. You were just going off of what people know. I don't even know if these accusers like Hemingway and, you know, all these people, Cindy Wells, I don't know if those people, you know, were even watching it either. But I think it's still out there to watch if people want to watch it.
All right, man. Well, that to me sounds like, you know, you definitely went out of your way to try to nudge his life.
Oh.
Any other ones that you called on? Any other maybe lesser known? Have you ever tried to figure out where people are, like, based on what they show on their videos?
No. I tried to figure out what Motel 6 Zane was at once. But once I Googled Motel 6 Fort Worth and it came up with like 72 in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I watched Joe Rogan or something, I think.
Well, I mean, you can see, though, where people think that maybe you're trying to take it to a level that is... You can't just sit back and enjoy the content without trying to be involved more. Is that fair?
I can admit to that. You know, like I said, I create my own opinion, I create my own entertainment, and at times I do cross that I could say.
Did you threaten anybody from Cal Sherpa's family or Cal himself in any kind of way?
No, and I haven't seen any proof of that, neither has anybody that I speak to normally.
What would you like to say to Cal? What would you like to say to Cal if he was listening?
I would just like to, you know, first of all, tell him that if he's making that channel for his daughter, you should make all of it. If he wants to interact with people, that's fine, I guess. I don't know. But I would make the videos private and then show them to her, like, when she's older, and just keep them private. Because there are weirdos out there, number one. And I don't even know what was said. Because somebody said something to me about, and at one of the Evan accounts, there were 8 or 9 of those. Everybody knows that. And then on Big Mac Ball's video, he actually, I will give him credit for this. I don't know how he hasn't landed a detective job and gotten up out of that trailer park. But he found out that since that Evan was saying yo, like I say yo, that person had to have been me, apparently. That's just conjecture.
All right, well, look, man, here's the deal. When you say things like that, because I put Dempsey on a lot too, and it's cute, and a lot of people are healthy in the head, and they enjoy it for what it is. There are plenty of children who are on TV that don't get stalked. You know, there's an assumption of of healthiness in people's in their viewing that a lot of creators have. I see what you're trying to say is, hey man, there are sickos out there, but do you understand how it can come across as you saying I'm that sicko? You know, it almost sounds like that. It can look like that too. No, I'm saying you are. You could be that sicko if you continue. Like you have 11 different accounts,
I'm
and
not saying you're a sicko, dude.
but no, I'm saying when you say things like putting that up about your daughter.
Can I talk? Can I just say just one
Go
thing?
ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Absolutely, have the floor.
You don't have your kids on the TV or like on the YouTube much at all. But I don't know if you watch anything other than YouTube. You said that you're into the slap shit. I fucking watch news programs and I see these people getting arrested daily. These stories of people that are just disgusting humans. So I'm just saying that I don't put my daughter on there from that, and I have family in law enforcement and that know things that is out there and the people that are out there and that you should know that are out there. And as you know, like I don't put a lot out there about my daughter, and I'm just saying it's their own opinion what they would do, but I'm not attacking you because, like I said, you're barely, even have your kids. And I wasn't even attacking him. I was just merely suggesting that if he's going to have a channel for his kids, that he keeps them private and shows them to her when she's older.
Cal, I would say for the record, I enjoy it. I enjoy it in a very healthy way, and I think that it's fantastic, and she's going to be so stoked when she's old enough to understand what he's done. I'm going to say it like that because there are 98% of the people in the world think the way I think.
Okay, let me just say this, because I've been to 2 of them, and I got banned. And he only banned like 2 accounts from that channel, I think. They're probably all banned now, but I just said hi and was being just nice in general. And I noticed that, it's cool that, he's got the chat going and everything with the, the interaction. But that part of it is cool. I will say that, but I'm just saying that.
Every part of it is cool. He's actually allowing you and me and others into his life. He's not antagonizing anyone. He has been open-minded about the whole spectrum of everything that goes on the slabs. And by the way, Charles, let me say this for real. He's the only one who could tell all, and that is the truth. Because he's actually been there, all up in it, and done it. And been a great father at the same time. And we've witnessed both of them.
If he can tell all, then I can tell all. He knows who Big Mac Balls is. He knows who Dog Lips is. And
who are they? Go ahead, tell it.
And none of the people that I know that. So
go ahead and tell it if you know who they are.
So let's just keep it real.
All right, who's Big Mac's boss?
You think he's just gonna type that?
No, I'm asking you. I thought you said you knew.
No, I'm saying Sherpa knows.
Zanesboro is.
Sherpa knows.
Okay. I mean, that's cool. Does Sherpa know if there was Russian interference in the election or not?
I mean, based on his opinions, I would hope that when he rode around with Zane for 7.5 days with the Make America Great hat again, I'd say he firmly believes Russia may have attempted to, but they didn't have any interference. Trump would have won regardless.
Well, here's the thing, man. I believe it. I look at it as he's putting out content, and you can like it or not. But like, let's not judge his decisions.
When I go on my live, and there's only 2 or 3 people, in there sometimes, but whatever. I listen to music, and sometimes I'm just editing. But sometimes there's 15 people in there, and I've said it like more than 2 or 3 times. That he puts out really good content. We don't know if whoever said it was funny, but the tires on the bike, we don't know if those are real. And when Jason Live was making fun of his bike riding, that was kind of fun. I'll say that.
Oh yeah, there's not one person in this genre who
he doesn't need to get so upset about that.
All right. I doubt he did. I'm sure that he was having fun with that, but what? Yeah, you can admit though your ability to your attempt to try to be funny may have been mistaken as some serious trolling or some threatening it would sound like when you say, watch out for putting your kid.
I,
Look, when
I
somebody
would-
says to
I
me,
wouldn't.
I wouldn't put my kid on there, da 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 da. I automatically think something about that person. Like, I get the whole idea that there are
Oh,
bad
is that-
guys out there. That's why
is
we
that
go
how you
over the
think?
stranger danger shit. But I'm not going to put my
No,
life and live it fear first. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be afraid first.
Okay, I'll let you finish.
Well, I'm just saying we don't live our lives in fear first. Like
No, I know.
Yeah.
What I was going to say to you is, in the beginning you asked if I had been abused, but like something like 75% of people have lived with someone that has been abused. So you do know things as a person about certain things, and I'm just telling you that, like I said, it bothered me when Joanne jumped on you for things that were ridiculous, like why didn't you timely do this or timely do that? And, I am sensitive to things like that, and, like when she talks about, like, it involves her kid, it's sickening. Like I said, I don't know if you even were listening to her.
Yeah, but you know what I did then, man? I said something terrible to her, and it was wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I just perpetuated what was already negativity, and instead of being the bigger person and nipping it in the bud and being like, let's group hug and move on, I perpetuated
if you
with
want
bad
to, if you
words.
want to personally challenge like my character, that's fine. I mean, I'm not judging yours at all. Like I said, I said some rude things. Like I said, if you were any good at radio, you'd still be doing that as a career.
Yeah, 127
That was
years.
rude. But
all right.
you are funny. So I'll say that.
Appreciate it, bro. All right, man. Where are we gonna leave this at? What do you want to tell the people? There's 100 people in here. What do you want to say?
I don't know. I mean, you only asked one question. What did let's
I asked one question. That's how good I am at interviewing. I asked one question. It takes an hour. All right, let's see what people are saying. Hold on, here we go.
I think we covered it.
Hang on with me. I think a psychology major would. Finch says that a psychology major would love this case study. Lexi Unicorn still wants to know, was it only Zane that you called anybody on? Let's not say swatted. Let's say, did you call any other place on any other person?
Did I call a place?
For anybody else. Not necessarily swatted, but like just called a place where they were.
I submitted a concern to U-Haul once.
About who?
Nomadic Fanatic Eric.
All right.
He had rented this U-Haul, and he was going to move into this camper. I think it was the one he bought from Camper Van Kevin and sold for profit. Right here. I heard he got it for free or something. I don't know what happened, but he got this U-Haul and he was sleeping in it, and I just, from having friends that had worked at U-Haul, I knew that was just inappropriate. So.
Really?
So we had to get him kicked out of it, unfortunately.
So you don't see the wrong in that, bro?
Yeah.
Did he ever do anything to you?
Do what now?
Did he ever do anything to you?
Yes.
What
He's
happened?
on the general public. Have you followed Nomadic Fanatic?
I know Nomadic Fanatic. I don't watch all his videos or anything. I've watched 10 or 12 or
Well,
whatever.
did you watch the facts on his transmission scam, where they proved that he ran a scam to get money for a transmission after he'd already had it fixed?
When you say a scam, are you saying that people gave him money on his PayPal or whatever on his YouTube channel?
No. I'm saying that he had already had it fixed, and he said that I don't know. You can look at the facts yourself. Joanne has all of the facts written down on a Wendy's napkin.
Let's say he did that. Are you the person responsible for punishing him? Is that how you feel?
For the transmission?
Yeah, I mean, are you like, hey man, I'm gonna make you pay for taking people's money?
No, that was a whole different deal. I mean, that was just like you said, we're forming opinions of character, and your opinion of my character is very negative at this point. I can tell.
Well, no, man. Hey, dude, I'm giving you as many benefits as all the doubts I got.
But I will answer your question.
Go ahead.
That was at a completely separate time when I had already formed my opinion on his character and I did not like him. And this was the deal. Okay, back in the days when he was in Everett in Washington, you know, I was not a fan from the beginning.
Right.
I did put in an offer to purchase an RV that I didn't buy once. I did that too, but that's just a minor.
But why does that give you the reason to call and get him in trouble with U-Haul?
Well, I didn't get him in trouble with U-Haul. I wanted him to stop breaking the law and the policy.
But why do you have the power to do that instead of just enjoying what he's doing?
I'm not. Do what?
Like, because if we all did that, do you know what kind of fucking mess we would have on our hands if we were all, like, making sure that everything was even in the world? You know what I mean? Like, if you get a buy with a little bit of this and I catch you, I'm going to make sure I get you, and I'm gonna make sure that you pay for getting by with that.
I'm just going to say some of the things that I have done. After I've done them, people's subscribers have jumped.
Oh, it's probably true, dude. You probably, if I'll tell you this, if you indeed were the one who called the restaurant on me, you did make my subscribers jump by like a couple hundred.
I don't know anything about the restaurant, and you know, I would put that on my child to you.
Okay.
And like I said,
fine.
I'm not religious, but I do think that there is something that is, you know, in control or like smarter than us out there, if you will. And you know, I will say that, you know, I didn't call in a restaurant, and I saw, the only time I knew anything about the restaurant was when I got the link sent to me. I wasn't even subscribed to you yet.
Okay.
Because I didn't like that you'd roast the that's since you talked about me, I'm going to talk a little bit. I didn't like that you roast fame over the mic deal.
Right. That's fair enough. A lot of people didn't like that. I didn't really like it either.
I've been a YouTube creator on Traversing with Trent. I made a Slab City video 3 years ago. I made a Salt and Sea video 3 years ago. You know, I did like, you know, a lot of work like to be a creator. Like I only got up to a few subs, and like you jump on this thing and like get all these subs from this horrible event.
Yeah, it was bad. But did I ask anybody to subscribe or like?
No.
Yeah, so I just took advantage of something that was there and my freedom to do, and I did nothing but tell just what I saw as the truth that was presented to me, facts that anybody could have called and gotten. But I do also get your side of it. A lot of people didn't dig that, and frankly, I didn't either, which is why I had to take that deep breath and show people who the fuck I am. You know, I'm not this, because then I got into a fight with
Cos.
honest,
I came around to your channel, and, you know, I started thinking, you know, it's a cool channel, and I was never allowed to comment, ever. And, you know, because there's some channels where I'll use one or two handles, and then if they get blocked, I'm just going to hold up, just as a strategy.
You see that though? Like, I bet Cal Sherpa has never used another handle, not even once. I've done it once, but I bet he's never done it once.
Has Coop Sticks, and he has Slick Richards.
I'm saying, like, he's never gotten, like, booted off of a place and come back as somebody else. Earth Girl hippie chick, I bet she hasn't done it.
Cal has, and I've seen it 3 times.
All right, and look, I've done it once. I did it once when I was trying to get a point across to Kaz, the only time I ever did it. And we only have 2 channels. We have this one and Pink Like Button. And that used to be Citizens with Cameras, and I did that with Kaz. And then I got my ass whooped by the mod. And I took a introspective look and said, how can I change the things that I can control to make this a better experience for me? You know what I mean? So I went after the stuff that I could control. What I'm saying is,
it wasn't old Kathy that modded you there.
Yeah, Kathy shot me down in Kaz's on Kaz's channel.
Yeah, you're still friends with her.
I like Kathy Jones. Yeah, I have a lot of respect for Kathy Jones. I think Kathy Jones is one of the best mods there is.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do.
Well, man, I don't know. I mean,
She just doesn't mod anymore. I don't think she's gonna come out of retirement for me. That's for damn sure. But she doesn't. You know, her and Kaz parted ways, and it wasn't because of you. You know that. That was Kaz talked about that.
Well, you know, like I said, I have my version of my opinion, and they have their version of their narrative that they've said, and they have a much powerful propaganda engine, and that's all I'm going to say about it.
All right. Would you just say that you're just gonna keep doing your thing and make it? That's just your opinion, and we can have our opinion.
And their opinion is theirs.
Right. Okay. It's it's like you're fake news, and we're just like the real shit.
Well, it turns out that the shit that is the biggest is the shit that's the fakest.
What's your favorite TV show?
CNN. Huh?
What's your favorite show on television?
Currently?
Yeah.
What genre?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, what takes your time on television? And I'll just get around to it. Do you spend more time on YouTube with this genre, Slab City genre, than you do on any show on television?
No, I'd say it's about equal.
You don't think that the opportunity for you to be in it and interact inside of it is pulling at your heartstrings there, man?
What was that?
Like the opportunity to affect someone else's stream, someone else's quote-unquote show, does that not draw you in?
I think that you're gonna have to reword that.
I think I know the answer, but my point is, do you not like this streaming thing better because you can have an effect on the creator, whereas if you're watching television online or on the TV, you can't.
Like I said, you're not a fan of chat. I know that you go in and out with chat. But if I can't interact with the creator,
I'm not a fan of chat. Are you accusing me of not being a fan of chat?
What?
Are you accusing me of not being a fan of chat?
I don't know.
Here we go. You know what's about to happen. I'm going to sing the chat to you. You ready?
Well, I'm ready, but I'm going to do a dab because...
You're going to do a dab?
You're going to hurt my feelings.
Alright, look, y'all, let's not hurt his feelings. That would be unfair. And I'm going to selectively read. But let's everybody get your dabs in.
You guys can jab away. I don't care.
We're going to end this on a good note. Literally. Dabbing on the haters. Oh man, it's moving so fast, y'all are killing me. Scroll up for comments, that's a good idea.
Did you guys get your mom to throw out my channel?
What?
Did you get your mom to throw out my channel, or?
We'll talk about it.
Oh. I guess we didn't.
Laugh out loud, yes. Even that comment you made to me today about watering my cats was extremely uncalled for. Yeah, let me do a shot. Yo, I love this chat. Poor baby. Yeah, even Charles is a... What happened? Charles called you haul instead of the cops. He high as fuck or what? Scroll up for comments. I am retarded. You got me twice on that one. 57 dabbing. Yeah, right. Slush, really, he has no problem messing with others' feelings and channels. And Eddie got a... Oops. They got a lease last night walking in the woods. I am Sofa King. Retarded. Howdy, Triple H. Charles wanna lick Quaver's ass. Go ahead, Charles. You got a break here to talk while I get caught up.
Yeah, I just want a rebuttal at the end of this, so I'll remember some of it. I want a rebuttal at least. Some of the shit talking. Damn.
Charles simply can't be trusted. Shout out to Charles's channel. You get my email, JD Hogleg. Like you haven't heard people before real, Eddie is the man. Spelled duh. Here we go again. I am so fucking retarded. Cal, are we even? You're asking me all night, I'm good for now. GJB, you are the man. LOL, love you, Cal. Bust a cat in his ass. LOL. Evan, we are good, I say. We are good. I am not intimidated by anybody, my friend. I'm just going to get caught up and let this roll. Because I can't keep stopping and do it like this. Here we go. You already?
Yeah. Do it.
I want to change the damn beat up.
I think this is hilarious, actually. I'm good for a roast.
I think it might be a good solid one, bro.
Alright, I'm gonna go with your lead, man.
Here we go. We're going to do it like this. I think I'm going to do it like this, okay?
Do you leave your strings up or not?
Hey, brother, it's me. Fiddly diddly, I'm back. Isn't Charles literally gay? Yeah, you smell like toe cheese from eating too much Doritos. Charles watching young kiddies in the playground. Ha 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 ha. So Evan always sitting in a tree or what? Guys, don't let Trenton / Charles / Turtle / Shoe, whatever he calls himself, tear us apart. Don't let him tear us apart. Why didn't Charles swat Mike Dibble? Dead, psh, psh. Go on, wipe your butt, man, for real. I swallow cum, LOL. Eddie, he's gonna want a spot on your channel each week. Say, hey, good job, buddy. Charles, I'm a 62-year-old woman. Come up to Michigan and I'll fight you like a man, I will. Oh, damn. Trent is a YouTube terrorist. You're the best. You can't bar my rickshaw anymore, Trent. Hobo army, hobo army, hobo army. Why is Charles' phone number on toilet doors? Charles, are you gonna live through the rest of this phone call?
We're still on my song.
SCN, Devilhead. Give back my jacket, lost dog. Sing it. Hobo army, bless him. Even heart count notes. Hobo army, why did he steal my KFC? Joanne, LOL Bob. Charles likes dabbing dibbles, doink. Oh God, okay, I'm stopping. It's terrible. I'm done. I won't be a part of this. You took that well, man, and I'm sorry. That was they definitely manipulated me. They got me drunk, man, and they made me do it. But hobo army for real. Here's the deal, man.
You start watching Zane.
I watch plenty of
Zane.
He needs to stop dropping his phone in the coolers with water in them. Let's go ahead. A quick fire. You ready? I'm gonna quick fire and we're gonna roll it out. Cal Sherpa, what you got to say? Quick, Cal Sherpa.
What are you asking me a question?
Yeah, this is like quick fire where I yell out a name and then you cough for like 10 seconds. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No, I yell out a name and then you say first thing comes to your head if you want to say something to them. We're gonna roll this bitch out. Cal Sherpa.
Good news.
What'd you say?
I'd say he's a good dude.
Good dude. Okay.
He
All right.
said one word, 2 words.
All right. You ready? Yeah. That's the right way. You did it right. I didn't hear you. That's all. We're good. All right, Joanne.
Animal lover.
All right, Kathy Jones.
Who? And he is
Joanne.
Pepsi. Who did you say?
Kathy Jones.
Oh, catheter. I think of her as, let's see, 2 words.
All right.
Undiscovered. One more. One word for her. It's quite simple to me.
Oops. All right, man. That's all I had time for tonight. Sorry, guys, if you wanted to hear the rest of that. You can smash the like button, though, if you want, because I'm going to go ahead and say it. We got it out of him. We got a lot out of him. And, you know, I got to say, he had the balls to come out here and take this from the best. Y'all are the best. And he got served the way he needed to be, I believe. I hope that it gave you some insight, and I'm gonna burn this stream right out the gate, man. I'm gonna leave here and just burn it. It's gone forever. So enjoy it while you got it. Shit, no crazy, man. This is the first in a series of getting to the bottom of the dark side of our little group, man. And then we're going to bring them all to the light, man. It's all about love, man. It's all about reaching across the spectrum, trying to understand the hardest people to understand, and then seeing a little bit of it their way, and then hopefully trying to influence them back in some way to the positive side of things. I don't know, man. Fuck. The dude had enough, tenacity to come on here and face scrutiny. I got to give him that. But did he change my mind? No. And, man, you got a lot of work to do, Charles, Trent. Come on as one dude. Be who you are. These people here are eager to accept you. It's why they're here. It's why they even stood around for this shit. They're not here because they want to hear you get the next person in trouble. They're trying to find redeeming qualities in you. And they found them in me. And I'm grateful every day for it. So, thank you all for being here and listening and giving this a chance. And hopefully we can start, strengthening our bonds by having some good, solid communication. It's just what I was brought up to do. We just talk about it. All right. Thanks for coming by. Take care of yourselves. Love y'all.